Hey guys, hope everybody can hear me. Welcome in. We are in the first. Sorry about being late here. Got held up in Afton. Wasn't gonna miss this. Surprise. We're here. Hawks are down 1-0 on an early goal from Chesterfield, but they've been threatening here the last minute or two while we were getting all set up. Got it in the zone. Phelps with the shot on. Save made. Blue Note Cup final coming at you. Your third seed Hawks up against the first seed Chesterfield Falcons. Got here by way of taking on and defeating the the Kirkwood Stars last Saturday out in Edwardsville, and then taking down the St. Peter's Hockey Club in a shootout last Sunday, a thriller. Get here. Chesterfield needed overtime to get over TBL to make it to this game. Well, 8:20 to go here in the first. Hawks trying to even it up. Stinson has on the blue line, throws it back in for Southern Illinois. Schmidt. Around, now comes back to Bonsack. Shot on, ooh, and they get the pad out and just barely get a piece. Trying a good look there from the top of the zone. Big hit down low into the corner. Phelps able to hold it in momentarily, and now pushed out by Chesterfield into the Hawks' end. Since it moves it up, they bring it in. Ramey, ooh, pulled up just at the blue line, trying to get it onside. Avoids the offside call. Ramey in again in front. Bonsack got a piece. Stinson was there ready to pull it away. Back over the far side. Bonsack gets a piece out in front. Shelton there. Trying to clear Bennett. Kicks it in on the point. Throws it back down low for the Falcons. Shelton picks it up in front of his own net. Starts to move out of the zone here with it. Brings it in all alone. Got Hughes to the right side. Tried to get it to him off a Scott on. Hughes right there on the doorstep. Can't put it in. Fager at the point. Gets it up for Northrop. Northrop hits his pocket. Pick there and back out to center it comes. Fager to Haynes. Rice throws that one off. Armfield stick bounces into the zone. Northrop chases it down and blocks it with the body. Right back to Chesterfield. They'll clear this one down length of the ice. Duck on his knees, paddles it away, leaves it for Haynes. Ooh. Somehow stop the clock. 6:35 to go here in the first. From the corner, try to get it out. Haynes steps up, gets a piece. Shelton will pick it up, throw it back into the corner for the Ice Hawks. Pushed off there. Shelton goes down, Northrop in with it, check from behind. And that'd be blood in this one here, championship game in the NHL Rink. Last one of the night over here. See the Hawks can come out with a winner. Thrown in by Haynes, bouncing the puck, and they'll cover that one to stop play. With 5:59 to go here in the first period. Went off the draw, trying to kick it back to Kerber. House will trickle out of the zone. Bonsack with it, gets it for Alvensberger, throws it back in off. It's behind. Henry can't find it. McLean clears it away from the Falcons. Bring it in far side. Henry back to Kerber as he reverses just Bullard, but they keep it in. Marcantel throws it on. Duck with the save. And now some extras in the crease. Bonsack tells McLean to get lost. Duck hangs on. Keeps it a 1-goal game at 5:26. Still a lot of hockey left to play. They score right off the face-off to open the game. All the action here so far, a lot of it's been off the stick of the Ice Hawks in the Chesterfield end. No, that one shoots. Oh, it bounces off a duck and then off the post. And lucky there. The Hawks able to clear it away. Felker into the zone. Off the boards, back out. Phelps dumps it back to Fager. Cross ice for Stinson. Up for Brandhain. Puts it in. Marcantel there as well. They're playing around that lead. At center, they're going to bring it in. 3 wide, bumped off there by Phelps, but no, keeps it. Oh, far side, puts it in front, shot on. That one pads maybe a stick on it. Now again, that was blocked by Stinson, never gets through. Felker able to keep it free. Here comes Haynes. Brings it in, gets it through Stryker, tried to put it on. Finally able to swat it away. Haynes with it again, puts it to the corner. That one takes a bounce out the Hawks' way, but they were changing. Haynes comes in and bumps them off. From center, Felker backhands it to the zone. Shelton picks it up. Cole on the backhand, throws it on. That was wide, but finally able to make the save. I have no idea what the shots are. I don't want to put something up there, so I'm going to give us a 5-4 lead on the shot count right now. Haynes gloves that one down. First touch by the Falcons. They'll throw that one into the Hawks' end, and that will be an icing on Chesterfield with 4:09 to play. Sorry about that. Ooh, a shot on pad save by Compton. Another big chance there for the Hawks. 4 to play in the first. Chesterfield back in. They throw that one through the crease to the far side. Top of the zone. Holland turns around, can't bring it out. Bring it back in. Haynes checked up high, holds on to it. Now this one clears through, and Holland will chase Ramey into the zone. Dono is behind him. They turn around trying to get it out. They do, but Kerber there to pick it up at center. Kicks it over for Stinson. Backhanded towards the zone. That one off the skate of Shelton. Back to Kerber. Throws it in from center. Good to go there. Wraps it around far side, and he'll change off for Bonsack. Pass cross ice goes off of Chesterfield skating into the corner near side. They pick it back up again. Now they misplay once more. Hughes fresh on the ice, goes to the point, backhands it in down low for the ice hawks. Fights off the check, finds the puck. Ooh, gives it to Shelton, but he fans, rolls off the heel. Now Northrop with it, comes in, avoids that flying check. They almost leave their feet. Trying to get to Shelton in the slot, doesn't get to him, they clear it away. Bonsack has to trickle off his stick out of zone, they got to reset. Stinson from his own blue line, moves it up for Shelton off his stick, but he can't control. Here they come the other way. Pushed off by Bonsack, so has control. Thrown in front, that one on a stick save there for Duck. Far side, can't move it ahead. Now to get back to Sommer, stolen away by Stinson. Off the glass, wraps around. Bennett there. Northrop picks it up, makes a move around through Bennett's legs. Anthony head, takes a hit into the corner. Bonsack steps up from the point, trying to kick it further. Back out for Henry, can't find it. Now he does, gives it to Stinson, tried to move it ahead. Intercept the top of the zone, picked up there by Henry. He'll move it out. Hughes throws it in as he crosses center. Charlie Henry in, puts a body on. Northrop backs to the point, keeps it in. Bouncing puck, Henry picks it up in the slot on the backhand, throws it towards the net, doesn't get a ton on it. Chesterfield able to swat it away, they'll clear it back to center. Mercinger off his stick, now they move it ahead for Henry off the boards towards the zone. Ooh, and Mercinger tried to pull it ahead. Henry does the same, they keep it in. Charlie will go for his change, Easton will chase him in. Near side, Beggar avoids the high stick, Mullen comes in, shot on, save made there for Cope. Stops the clock, with 1:21 to go here in the first. one by Chesterfield, now cleared away by Simpson, but not out of the zone. Shot on, blocker saved for Duck, another one. He swallowed that one up in the arm. Duck with 2 big saves there again. Here we come down to a minute to play in the first, keeping a 1-goal game. Hawks already 1-0 on the day as the 10UA2 team won a thriller over in the player rink with 30 seconds left in the game. Took the game winner. And Hawks 1 for 3 on Blue Note Cup finals so far. One more to play tomorrow. 12UC squad plays tomorrow afternoon. Chesterfield still in the zone, 46 ticks left to go here in the first. Hawks trying to clear it away. Falcons can't get it past Marker. On the front lead, tried to take a swipe, gets most of Kerber instead of the puck and misses well to the near side. Knocked down by Shelton. Trying to get it out. Lee backhands it back down low, now top of the zone. Felker able to tip it away, but too far for Haynes. Chesterfield will throw it back in, and with 21 seconds, they're going to take an icing call here. Whoop. Mark at 20.8. And Hawks are going to get a face-off here in the offensive zone. Seconds to go. Take it back. Haynes throws that one at the net wide to the near side. Chesterfield going to try to streak up, score one more. 10 seconds left. They put it into the zone through Bonsack. Baker behind Duck to play it on the backhand. Throws that one off the board's far side. 3 seconds left. Trickles up top of the zone. They keep it in. Turn around and throw it to the corner. And that'll do it for the first period. Chesterfield strikes first. They take a 1-0 lead into the second period. The more your speed. The more your speed. Thanks again. We're going to have a penalty called right here on Chesterfield. Elbowing the call, and with 14:38 to go, the Hawks are going to go on the power play here. Chesterfield the first to the boo box today, and they put a minute 30 up for the penalty. Haynes. Bad save there. Felker down low, looking for help. Loses that one. Face off coming here near his side. Getting some signal dips here, so we'll try to keep everything connected. Haynes twins out on the ice with Felker, Shelton, and Stinson for the power play. Chesterfield with the win on this draw, and now here comes Molick. Too far for himself. Good tip away there by Stinson. to Haynes. They put it in too far here, and ooh, Haynes stood up in the corner. Shelton comes in to help out against Lodano and Moeller. Trying to hit Felker in front. Now tip free, Alex with it. Oh, couldn't put it on. Now he put it in the slot, or excuse me, in the crease. And now Haynes pushed into the net. That'll stop play as Shelton dropped top of the slot. No calls there. Cole slow to get up, drops a glove and a stick. Coach Pfizer wants to know what it's going to take. Cole readjusts his bucket here after the play. Bring this one out of the zone. As it was Brant Haynes' momentum that took him into the net, so neutral zone face-off here for the Hawks. Still on the power play for another 38. Won by Chesterfield, they cleared away from their zone. Bryce Haynes picks it up near center, throws it in as Felker clears. Bennett drops it back, no one there. Brant Haynes picks it up. Gets it back out to his brother Bryce. He dumps it back down low. Grant was going for the net, so it goes to Noah Lodano there to pick it up. Felker goes trying to bump him off the puck. Now Shelton takes a shoulder up high into the face. Able to get it back. They get it around to Haynes. Back to Bryce. Settles it down on the point. Haynes fans on it, gets it back, throws it on. That one off a shin guard and takes a Chesterfield bounce onto the stick of Molick. He'll bring it out. Resetting down low is Stinson. Off the boards near side. Too far for Shelton, trying to get to Hughes. Haynes goes back to pick it up, throws it on. Into the zone, Lodano there. They're trying to hold it on the point. Can't. Hughes off his stick and back in, and that'll be offsides on the ice hall. Penalty over. So Chesterfield 1-for-1 on the kill. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Phelps out at center with Hughes and Northrop up front. Bonsack and Kerber on now on defense. They come back to Ryan, trying to tip it ahead is Hughes. Striker there to pick it up, put that one into the zone. This will be icing if it makes it, and they wave off. Kerber trying to wrap it around. Chesterfield keeps it in. The intensity of the first waned with the intermission there. Hawks going to try to have to get it back and match Chesterfield up. I think if they can get one, they can turn the table a little bit. Marcantel throws that one in at Cope, able to swat it away. Ooh, that one poked away. Got to reset. Phelps tips it back in as Chesterfield. Ooh, and now Northrup and Bullard meet in the circles. Bonsack holds it in the neutral zone. Striker away with it, playing, held him up against the board. They let them all roll. Hughes. Near side, trying to get it out to center. That pass behind Henry. Molick picks it up. Henry takes a swing and misses. Now Bonsack takes a hit from Molick and he comes into the zone. Kerber, far side. Bonsack takes it back, but they leave the puck. Shot on, pad save there for Duck, and the Hawks all kind of discombobulated right now. Unsure what to focus on. Kerber seals it away, drops it back, but can't clear it. Cross ice pass, that one misses, comes over to the boards near side. Hughes tried to take out man and misses, but the Hawks able to clear. It'll be icing on Southern Illinois. 11 minutes to play, Hawks still down a goal. Need some shots on net. They're going to have to get it out of their zone once more here early in the second. Kicked out of the zone, pass. Ramey and Mercier tried to push it in. Now Altensberg gets a piece of it. Fager, cross ice pass for Stinson, he clears it up for Mercinger, too far. Chesterfield trying to push it ahead. That one off of Smith, comes right back to Beck, flips it into the zone. Armfield comes in, they call it on. It looked like he might have been in ahead of the puck. Drop it back to the point, shot on. That one wide to the near side. Stinson down low, does the splits, trying to fight one off. They get it back, trying to hit Lodano. I think Eldenberger might have got a piece of that, forces it to clear back into the Chesterfield zone. Mercinger and Aldenberger in, they get it through him. Back to Armfield, top of the circle, shot on, pad save there for Duck. Stinson off the board, out of the, oh, they said it was in. Ramey was standing in the neutral zone when he kicked that back in. Now Muscles in front, leaves it in the slot, bouncing puck goes wide to the far side, and now we're gonna have a whistle. As we're gonna get a hooking call against the Ice Hawks. Looks like Stinson gonna go at 9:49, so the first power play of the day coming for Chesterfield. And a play that should have been offsides anyway. Now Chesterfield going to go on the man advantage. Face off one by Chesterfield. They get it in front, shot. That one deflected by Kerber wide to the near side. Haynes into the corner, trying to pin it down. Felker comes in to help on the kill. Chesterfield trying to get it back to Bennett, stolen away by Bryce Haynes. He's got to keep it. Got Holland ahead, gets it to Evan into the zone. Trying to look to stick with Mark Felt. Cleared away by Chesterfield. Now it's a foot race to the puck. Kerber gets there, gets a swat at it, but gets it right to the side of the boards. Fessler comes in, first shot, second shot, both saved by Duck, and Hawks cleared away. Felker trying to kick this one back out to center to Haynes. Felker with it again. Can't hold it out. Shot on. That one another blocker save there from Duck. Far side. Mercantile. Goes it back in. That one off of Holland. And Haynes clears this one in two. The Chesterfield bench, and now we're going to take matching minor penalties. They're going to put Holland I believe that's Bullock. They're going to put them both in the box. That's Stryker. And those two have history. Matching minors here, nothing up on the board. Still 32 seconds left in Stinson's hooking minor. Stryker and Holland, two big boys, they're going to go at it, and smartly so. They just put them both in the box. Boys are going to have to play smart against this Chesterfield squad. Shot on, a great save there from Duck as he kicks the left leg out, keeps it out in the backside post. Back out to center. Armfield brings it in, top of the circle, pushed off by Brand. Haynes gets it back, centering pass through traffic. Lodano far side, puts it back down low. Now they kind of kick it back out to him. Gets by and into their own zone. Ramey back to pick it up in his own end behind Conley. Belts over, skates him. Has to come back for him. Ramey, head of steam, comes up through and into the zone, untouched. Trying to skate around Fager, tried to center it up, had it roll off. Now cleared it back, top of the zone. The Hawks are in on the break, they can hurry. Haynes had it 2-on-1, got Stinson, shot on off the blocker and into the netting. A quick wrister off the stick of Brand. Haynes head Stinson on the backside. Ready for the rebound. Instead, we'll get a face-off near side. 8:05 to go. And Haynes getting a talking to, and break in action gives Chesterfield a chance to catch their breath. They win the draw, bring it in far side. Bryce Haynes down low. Bennett from the point, puts it back in for the Falcons. Haynes able to clear it up for Felker. Alex goes to bring it in, throws it off a body, still bouncing towards the net, can't win the race there. Bennett there instead. Comes back for Kerber, throws it on, oh, tipped on by Haynes, had it, puts it in! And Haynes picks up the rebound, puts it in behind Connolly. We have a tie game. 7:35 to go in the second period. A little bit right there, the Hawks may have needed to jumpstart their game just a tad. They've had a couple of those not go their way. They get this one all tied at 1 midway through the second. Chesterfield back on the chart. Thrown back in, that's the icing on the Ice Hawks, and a couple more seconds before Holland and Stryker out of the box as they're serving their matching minor penalties. Draw one by Chesterfield. Throw that one towards the net. Bonds had a good job to push traffic out of the way. Well wide anyway. Now he gets it, throws it off the boards near side. Hawks have tied it on the score from Brant Haynes. Midway through the second, trying to hold on to the tie now. Mullick throws that one on net and goes wide. Still in the zone. Sends it to the corner, pins him up. Mullick comes out with it, big boy. Trying to center it up, Bonsack lifts the stick, pokes it out of the way. Northrop trying to kick it out of the zone, didn't get a ton on it. Scott holds it in, but now knocked down again. Simpson tried to throw it out, dives off of the glass, now deflected on. Duck with a pad save, and now kicks this one up into his mitt. Off the stick and into the glove, and Duck in a groove right now. After the first shot of the game goes in, he has locked the door down tight. Another draw coming near side. Face off one. Ooh, that one kicks out far side. Gonna get through. Now this one deflects high and over everyone off the glass. Settles down, Chesterfield with it. They kick it far side. Schmidtling there with it on the backhand, trying to get it out. Scott had that one roll over the stick, and here comes Holland, fresh out of the box. Evan in, got a 2-on-1, got Phelps, takes a shot. That one off of the knob of the stick and out of play. Second 2-on-1 in the last couple of minutes. Lead man's taking the shot both times and had just barely saved by the Chesterfield netminder. Phelps to the circle for the Ice Hawks. Haynes and Holland in front of the net. Chesterfield wins, they'll flip that one length to the ice. It'll settle in front of Duck, steps back to play it, dishes it off far side for Fager. Moves it up for Schmidtling, turns around trying to get it out. Now Phelps able to tip it out of the zone. Chesterfield resets, brings it back in. Far side, throw it on, in front, backhanded tip. Duck slams the door once more. Hawks still can't clear. Now Phelps off the boards again, knocked down. Holland has it, top of the zone. Goes to move it out on the backhand, throws it off the boards and in, right to Bennett. Who chases it in. They clear it away, catching the Hawks, changing on the long change. Smith comes in, top of the circle. That shot well wide, far side. Wraps around so hard past Bennett and out the center. Over to Lodano. Trying to move it ahead again. That one past Shelton. Far side. Mercinger trying to backhand it up top of the zone. Shelton able to get a piece, gets it out to center again. Lodano brings it in near side. Has Haynes in front of him as well as Shelton. Down low, around far side. McLean to the corner. He's pushed in there by Shelton before he can dish it out to the near boards. Battle there, they kick it around again. This one too far for Bennett. Has to reset outside the zone. Mercinger took a swing but couldn't get there. Now they bring it back in, 2-on-1. Got the shot, that one off the blocker. Shelton with it. Can't find it on the stick as he overskates it. It's had to throw it back in. Figure there to intercept. Turns around, flips it out. Trying to hit Merzinger as he gets interfered with by Benedict. Center, no icing as a call that settles in the snub. Lodano shoots it up. They get it out. Ooh, and the Hawks almost get caught with too many as Kerber almost came down right on top of the puck. Instead, hockey gods look favorably upon the Hawks, and play will continue. Now off the boards for Felton. Alex in, shot, save made, rebound, oh, and a swing and a miss by Bonsack as he had it wide open. Couldn't connect. Instead, it'll be iced by Chesterfield. We'll get the face-off here down low. That rebound came right out to Ryan. He had one shot at taking a baseball swing and burying it, and he whiffed. Not his fault. Wrong sport. We'll get a shot down here with 4:09 to play. Sorry if the feed's been a little choppy. We're recording it in case it kind of goes wonky. We're falling in and out of good signal strength here, but we haven't had a disconnect yet, so it's always a good sign. Felker with it, trying to center it up. Henry there. It's on the side of the net, picks it up, double team. Needing some help. Haynes late to the party. Kerber able to step up to keep it in. Striker throws that off and almost hits Curve right in the head. Bonsack, he won on him. Molik snuck in on him, comes in front, takes a shot, ducked there with a pad save again. Far side, that one through and right into the mitt of Declan Cope. Duck playing unflustered and unfazed. At present, locked in. Henry in the dot, looking to do the same to win the draw here. And now they're going to throw Henry out of the circle. Stinson will step in to take the draw instead. Now they're going to let Haynes take it. Brandt steps up, wins it back for Fager as the music continues. There we go. Now they get the stop. The shot on, settled in front. Duck had it but couldn't close it. And now a late whistle after this was under a pile, and Fessler and it looks like Charlie Henry getting into it. Chuckles didn't take kindly to the extra swings at his goaltender. And now Duck had the glove off. Haynes finds the puck, gives it back to the official. We'll have a face-off coming over here near side. One by Chesterfield. Ooh, they had a good shot, but they missed it. Wide to the far side. Still in the zone. Smith down low. Pitches it near side for Armfield. Odd shot off of Stinson, sticking wide. Felker, far side, gets a piece, but it goes right back out top of the zone. Into the slot, shot on, that one high over the crossbar. Chesterfield getting their spots, and now Duck reaches out, covers the puck, pulls it in to stop the madness with 3:04 to play. All knotted at one. Chesterfield with an early lead, 16 seconds in. Grant Haynes tied it up at the 7:36 mark here in the second. And that's where we stand here with 3:04 to go in the second frame. And for some of these Hawks, might be the last 20 minutes or so they play. Definitely be the last in youth hockey Ice Hawks uniform. Some of them will play in the Prospects 15Us next year. Some, this will be it. They'll play high school, it'll be it. So a lot of them have been trying to get to this game for years, and their first and only shot. This one they're trying to make the most of it. Scott trying to ruin the party. Comes in, takes a shot. That's one of them right there is Declan Cope. Looking for his first Blue Note Cup. Haynes in front of the net. He had one with the 12U squad 3 years ago. Looking for his second. Molik comes out, makes the move around Haynes. Phelps trying to pick his pocket. They let him waltz in. Tried to drop it for Lee, and Phelps there to pill it away. Gets it up for Hughes, and another 2-on-1 for the Hawks. See if they can convert. Shot on by Hughes, so Lusso, and now thrown away. Haynes able to pick it up on the point. Ramey right there in front. As it was laying on the goal line, won the race to it, got rid of it. Now this one thrown in. Oh, Hughes just out of his reach. Trying to tip it back. That one saucered up. Now I'm able to use a body to get in the way of it. Sorry, everybody, I'm looking up at my phone. I'm going to get up above the crowd. Haynes steps up, keeps it in. The circle fights through. Ooh, couldn't get the shot off. Scott able to knock it away. Lee up to Molick. Out, and now here comes Chesterfield on the 2-on-1. Haynes hurrying up on the back check, trying to reach around. Oh, and a great play in front by Brennan Kerber. Northrup to the boards near side, flips out, went out to center as he pays the price. Russell picks it up and brings it back in for the Falcons. Had to make the move around. Throwing on, stick save there by Duck. Puck pinned in the corner. Back out top of the zone. Bennett, that was shot in, deflected down, never gets there. It goes well wide to the near side. Back top side. Kerber flips out, went out of the zone. Hollins going to try and chase it down. This ain't going to go far enough for icing. Him and Bennett race to the corner. Holds on to Hollins' stick. Shows the official standing right in front of him. He lets it go. Now this one up into the netting and out of play. And his armpit onto the stick. Holland just turned around, looked at him, let go, and official just kind of shrugged his shoulders at him. Remember, folks, doesn't have to be on purpose to be a penalty. And I get keeping things rolling, but if it's there, it's there. Either way, Hawks have it in the zone. Win the draw, but can't move it ahead. Here comes Chesterfield out. 42 seconds to play here in the second. That one offside, to let it go. Simpson steps back out, trying to move it ahead to center off a body, gets it up to Mercinger. Now it in. Oh, as Hendrick comes back, touches up. They move it ahead to Armfield. He and Smith come in, shot on, deflected off. Stinson ducked there to swat it away with 22 seconds left. Now they have it again. Shot that one right through the crease. No one there. Henry trying to steal it away. Does. Gets it to Stinson. Now moves over. Bonsack come in 2-on-1 once more. Ryan dishes it for Mercinger. Shot on. Oh, and he fanned on it a little bit. Couldn't get it off the ice, and a big save there for Chesterfield. They come back the other way with 3 seconds to play in the second period. Henry able to let the stick get in the way and push him into the corner. That'll do it for the second period. All knotted at 1. This one will come down to 15 minutes in the third. And maybe even some extras. We're all tied at 1 here at Centene. To go there in the third. Coat back in net. Haynes ends. Beggar. Awesome. Should be good. Hope we got sound back. Beggar and Haynes on defense. Got Stinson, Shelton, and Brant Haynes up on the front for the third period. First shot comes in, blocker save there. And another shot, that one goes this wide. Hawks trying to pull ahead in this one. They were down 1-0 in the first, tied it up in the second. Off a stick of Brant Haynes. He tipped in one lane in front. Now Bryce with it, shot on, that one saved by Connolly. At the dot. We're going to win that one for Felker. Throws it towards the net, nobody there. Shelton was up high. Now Chesterfield moves it out near side. Lee with it. Tension starts to fill the air here. That one comes in way offside. face-off right here in front. Shelton, Felker, and Haynes up front. Now in front, Chesterfield with a big shot, a big save there for Cope. And Ducky's been huge here in the second and third. Sack back, drop the puck. Chesterfield with it again. Another quick shot on, another glove save there for Declan. Face off won by Chesterfield. Arkansas. Far side for strike or too far. Holland there to pick it up. Gets the stick held a little bit before they throw it in. Schmetling in the corner trying to get it out. Gets it right back. It goes off a body. Moves it up for Holland. That one's stuck behind his skate. Now Fessler able to intercept. Bring it back in for Chesterfield. Far side, top of the zone. Shot on. That one up and over. Duck. Schmetling had it. That one touched off by Marcantel. Leads it in. Lee picks it up top of the circle. The Hawks are already breaking the other way. Into the slot. Can't play as Molick, but they get it back. Lee with it again in the circle. Gets it back to Marcantel. Top of the circle. That one shot on. Off the skate of Schmetling. Right through the hole from Fessler. They can't clear it away. Bouncing puck. Swatted out by Henry. Picked back in by Marcantel. Molick with it down low. Looking for the center. He's got Lee in front. Bonsack clears him out. They try to wrap it around. Duck holds the skate to the post and now cleared away by Bonsack out of the zone. Now offside by Chesterfield. That'll reset everything out the center. Declan Cope, what more can you do, kid? Hawks had a heck of a time getting out of the zone. Keeps that right foot glued to the post. Denies the Falcons to keep it a tie game here early in the third. Chesterfield wants to draw again. They'll bring it in their side. Ramey on the backhand. Fager forces him down low. Gets a piece of it. They center it up again. Backhand attempt on. Another blocker save there for Cook. Far side, Hughes. Trying to bounce it off. That one off a body and stays in. Chesterfield getting all the bounces right now. Hawks going to have to withstand it. Northrop trying to kick it out. Ramey picks up off the fan. Brings it into the circle. Shot on out of the reach of Duck, but wide. Phelps right on top of him. Back out, top of the zone. Beck winds, fires that one right off of Northrop. Now tries to get to it. Swings around Beck. Beck kicks it forward, but shot ahead by Phelps into the zone ahead of Hughes. Chesterfield able to clear it away, but this is going to be icing on the Falcons. And we'll take it all the way down the other end. Time for the Hawks to put the pressure on here now. Shelton at the dot, trying to win it back. Altenberger gets it, throws it on. It's so loose. Oh, Shelton, as he went to pull it away, got it swatted by Connolly and out of the zone. Moved ahead again by Kerber, out of the reach of Mercinger. Back to Kerber, his own blue line. Drops it back for Bryce Haynes. Tons of ice in front, pushes it off the boards for Mercinger. Too far for him. Ramey turns around into his own zone. Turns around, comes back in. Skates through the slot, far side on, forehand shot on. Big save there for Cope. Bullard and the usually quiet Brennan Kerber exchange some words in front of the net. Kerb's another one looking for his first Blue Note Cup. 11:44 and another goal away from it. Hawks win this draw. Back for Haynes off the glass. Gets past Scott out to center, but behind Mercinger. Gets a piece of it, but they get it up to Scott near center ice. Turns around, brings it back in. That one picked off by Altensberger. Coop backhand to the head from Mercinger. Easton in with Shelton in front. Ooh, tried to get it to Cole. It was a little bit behind between his legs, and Chesterfield able to clear it back. Bonsack turns around, feeds it up for Mercinger, leaves it for Bonsack again. Ryan steps in, top of the circle, shot on, pad save there. Far side, they misplay it. Felker on the ice, steps in and keeps it in the zone against Scott to the corner. Turns around, avoids the hit. Almost loses a stick in the process, trying to center it up to get it to Henry. Instead, it ricochets back to Stinson outside the zone. Bonsack will throw it in as the Hawks clear. Around far side, Henry comes in against Stryker. Finishes the check. Be careful, don't take something stupid. Now Haynes with it. Brandt with the 1 goal in the game. Trying to get it from underneath Mullet. Back out top of the zone. Sits a quick shot on and into the mid of Connell. Both goalies have been huge in this one. Waiting for one of them to flinch. Hawks hoping it's Connolly that flinches first. And now they'll throw Smith from the dot and replace him with Beck. Draw one back to Haynes, shot on, and that one wide to the far side. Here comes Chesterfield. Smith has that one roll off as they come in off. Has to hold up, throws it in. Ooh, good blocker save there for Duck, as he had to be careful of that. Thrown in from outside the zone. Now Henry trying to move it ahead. That one thrown back in. That's offside. They let that one go. Must have forgot there's no delayed offsides. They're still at 14 years. There should be, but there's not. Another shot on. That one up and over the net. Duck put that one off the blocker. Trying to go high on Duck. Now centering pass off a stick. Holland has on his 3-on-2 if they hurry. He's got to catch up now, loses it in the snow. Moves it ahead for Bonsack, and they're going to call that one offside. And the referee totally out of position to call that. Bonsack still in contact with the blue line as he came in with the puck. We'll get a restart. At center ice. Phelps, Schmittling, and Holland up front off the restart. Move it ahead. They can't find it. Now Haynes picks it up. Rice on with Stinson, trying to feed in front, gets it right back, and it goes off of Mercantile. Now Schmittling in front, trying to slam it in, and turned away again by Connell. Hawks still have it. Now Schmittling on his backhand, looking for some help. Mercantile all over him. Drops it back near side for Holland. Evan. The backhand, turns around, leans into it through the slot, trying to kick it through, and does. So on the backhand, throws it towards the net. That one knocked down, and Connolly will go glove it and cover it with 9:14 to play here in the third. Falcons definitely ahead in the shot count. Big digits above them, the ones that really count. They've each got one of them. I'm trying to get another. That shot in from Kerber, a 6 save there. So we'll have it down low, trying to center it for Northrop. That one off a body. They just still battle down low. Now Lee has it. Near side brings it out on his own. Got Mullick ahead of him. Mullick pulls up at the blue line. Lee throws it in. Kerber. Tried to play it. Now Fessler peeled off by Hughes. Tip it up for Shelton. That one off the boards and out. Not far enough for ice, and Northrop will chase Mullick in. Fessler. Ooh, that one almost picked off by Hughes, top of the zone. Instead, dribbles back to the Hawks end. Bonsack with it. Cross ice for Kerber. Cole lost an edge a little bit. Couldn't reach the puck. They throw it back in. Bonsack picks it up again. Turns around, flips that one up out of the zone, over the stick of Lodano. It'll settle, won't go for icing. Hughes racing in, gets interfered a bit, tried to dump it back, top of the zone. Oh, the Hawks stopped skating. Shelton just out of his reach. Chesterfield brings it back in, trying to center it up. That one too far from Molick. Ed Bonsack takes advantage and peels him aside. Coming back far side for Hughes. With the backhand, leaves it for Shelton. Cole and Northrup up front, 2-on-2. Lee coming in on the back check right behind Northrup. And Molick closes in on Shelton. Throws it in to the corner near side. Both teams trying to stay out of the box. Now Shelton throws it on. That one off the blocker. Save made there by Conley. Simpson able to force Molick to push it off the board. Now Northrup, little stick move around, bring it out of the zone. Hangs on to it, trying to bring it in. Molick ties him up. They leave it for Scott. Now that one's picked by Shelton, and both teams are going to change. Altenberger, the lone man in as the Hawks finish theirs. Cleared out to Fager, trying to move it ahead. Back there to intercept at center, brings it in for Chesterfield. Fager will flip him off. Simpson off the boards around the rails. That one deflected on and right into Declan Cope. Big save there for Duck. That was a perfect shot from Bennett right in front. Gets the deflection on, but Duck keeps the big frame in front, keeps it out of the net. With 7:07 to play. Trying to move it up for Mercer. Now picked up by Smith. Out to the slot. Too far for Beck. Altenberger flips it up to Mercinger. Easton turns on. The Jets comes in. Takes a shot. Ooh, and a pad save from over far side. Altenberger turns around trying to throw it on the forehand. Pushed off. Now picked up top of the zone by Haynes, but they can't move it ahead. They get it out one-on-one against Kerber. But they come back. That shot wide. Comes back to the point. Mercinger able to tip it out past Bennett. Settles it. Now he'll bring it in against McLean. McLean blows a tire as he gets it out of the zone. Haynes has to pull it back. Mercinger will try to get out. Does. Haynes backhands it in down low off the official and behind the Chesterfield net. Brother Brandt steps in trying to peel it away. Can't. They get it past Kerber and into the zone. Felker off the glass. Until knocks it down. Have it offside. Bullard has to wait. Now they throw it in. McLean tags up. Bryce Haynes there with it. Behind Declan Cope. They're all tied up and on the deck, and with 6:03 to play, they'll blow this one a stalemate. And we'll get a restart in the far circle. Who's going to go home with the Blue Note Cup tonight? The Hawks hope it's them, and we do too. 6 minutes and 3 seconds of regulation time to figure it out. We'll take extra if needed. Hawks going to hope to end this one here right now. In the third. Phelps wins the draw to Stinson. They try to clear it away up to Haynes, and now we're going to get a hand pass on Chesterfield. So the Hawks going to get an offensive zone face-off. As McLean called for the hand pass and bring it out of the zone. Phelps on the draw. Miscommunication between him and Haynes. They turn it over. Now it's Stinson, top of the zone, gets it back up to Brandt. Trying to move it ahead. Striker cuts that one off. Stinson with it again. That one off the boards and into the zone. That'll be icing. And I think Holton thought he was a little closer to center ice than he was. He put that one in with the quickness. And we'll start again to Duck's left side with 5:39 to play. By Chesterfield, thrown on the net. Tipped out by Phelps, and Chesterfield has to reset. Felker will pressure Lodano as he turns it over to Phelps. Felker tried to move it ahead. That one off a body. Bonsack there and plays the puck and the body at the same time on the lead. Breaks it up enough to get it to Felker. Holland on the ice now, along with Shelton. Cole right on the ice. Tried to play it ahead, had it roll off. Now Bonsack able to intercept it. Felker with it again in the neutral zone. Trying to set it up, got to move it forward. They do. Shelton throws that one into the zone. Holland in is Cole able to get a piece and gets the bounce. Settles it down, no one there to help. Lodano there picks it up, throws it around near side. Ramey makes the move past Schmittling. They'll bring this one out. Here they come in, 3-on-1. Fager forces them out, far side, shot on, Duck with the save, they throw it away, top of the zone. That one's shot on by Lenano and goes high off the glass. Mullet kicks it back out to Ramey. They're definite one line out there right now, centering it up. Fessler, shot on, save made there for Cope as it bounces in front of his chest and he swallowed it up. Falcons still out shooting the Ice Hawks by at least 10 shots as they approach 30 just on my count. Shelton in the dot. And in the draw. Chesterfield has it. Smith clears out. Fager. Puck still loose near side. Now Shelton able to pick it up, pull it out of the zone. Tips it ahead for Holland. Evan in with it. On the backhand, throws it at the net. Conley with the save, doesn't cover, still loose. Shelton has it, wants to recycle it behind the net. Now drops it back for Holland to the far corner. Evan puts on the brakes, he'll dump it down low for Schmittling again. Has Shelton out in front again, bouncing puck, that one off Ramey's stick. He'll put that one high into the netting. And we'll get a restart from the far circle with under 4 to play. Win the draw at the restart. Hughes tied up in the corner with Bennett. Trying to kick it free. Now we're having another stalemate here, and they'll restart once more from the dot. More seconds ticking off the clock. 3:41 to go in regulation, all knotted at one. First period goal for Chesterfield, that's all they've had today. Second period goal for the Hawks has been all they can muster. Win the draw again. Bonsack throws it on wide to the near side. Now cleared out, Bonsack knocks it down to neutral zone, they reset. Goes to move it back in, leaves it for Henry, chuckles into the zone on the backhand. Can't get a lot on it, but they can't clear it. Kerber holds it in far side, knocks it down low. Centering pass over the stick of Northrup into the corner near side. Back, pulls it up, and now Hughes takes him out. Tries to pick it away. They keep it on the blue line. Can't move it ahead. Mark Rantel puts that one high and out of the zone. Nobody can find it. Now Bonsack able to get a piece of his, keep Smith from coming in all alone against Duck. Off the boards far side. Hawks trying to get some energy to get this one ahead. Fessler drops it back to his own end. Under 3 to go in this one. Move it ahead. Stryker. Near side. Shot on. Stick save there for Duck. Gets it back. Throws it towards the slot. Nobody there. Felker kicks it ahead for Haynes. Brandon comes in with it. Hooked away, and that one's going to be offsides as Chesterfield able to knock it free just before the Hawks come in with it. Shelton on for Phelps at center for the face-off. Chesterfield okay with their lineup on the ice. They drop the puck and win the draw in their own end. Bennett gets it up for Mullet. Right, adjusting my camera here. Pick that back a little bit. There we go. Cross in front. That one too far. Comes back out. Top of the zone, they kick it back in, trying to center it up. That one off a couple skates. Now the official in the way is Shelton, pins it far side, gets it up for Haynes. He can't back it out. Ramey holds it in at the point. Goes that one on. Oh, it deflects off of Fager, but a Duck there to swallow it up. 2:06 to play here in the third period. Shelton back to the dot for the Ice Hawks. On again by by Chesterfield. That shot deflects high. Haynes, far side, tried to knock it out. Can't. Mullet holds it in far side. Mullet tried to draw the trip. They're not going to get it. Shelton gets a piece of it. Now Haynes clears it out to center. Brought back in by Bennett. He'll flip it into the corner. Stinson chases it. 1:45 to play in the third. All knotted at 1. We'll go to overtime. It'll be sudden death if we get there. Till 1:35. Stinson on the ice. They let it play. Haynes trying to get it free. Fessler puts it on. Another big save there for Duck. To the zone, up to center for Haynes. Brandt in, takes a shot. That one off of Ramey, and he grabs his arm immediately in pain. Far side, Bryce trying to drop it down low. Now they clear it off into their own bench, and we'll get a face-off in the zone with 1:10 to play. Ramey took that one right in the forearm. That one's going to smart in the morning. He'll head to the bench for a quick break. Hawks put Holland, Schmittling, and Henry up front. Herbert and Stinson on the back side. Minute 10 to play, an offensive zone draw. Henry at the dot. Ties him up there. Put on by Schmittling. Doesn't get a ton. And here comes Chesterfield out in the zone near side. They'll bring it in, throw it into the zone. Stinson with it down low. Has it roll off the heel. Got to hurry. Under a minute. Trying to pin it up against Armfield. Schmittling out with it, off the board, trying to clear, can't. Knocked down by Beck. Now thrown back on, and Duck there with the save. 32 to go. Henry against Smith. Puck drop one by Schmittling. Now they turn it over in front. They put it on and score! Hawks had to draw, turned it over near side. They get it right out in front, wide open, and bury one with 35 seconds to go in the third. They'll leave Declan Cope in net. They'll have him come up to the circles here off the face-off with 35 to go. And the Hawks are going to take their one timeout right here. Oh, heartbreaker. You just can't turn it over that deep this late. You get the offensive or the defensive zone face-off win and turn it right over. It was a perfect pass in front in the slot. No one saw him there, and they bury it past the glove of Declan Cope, and he's done all he can. In the second and third of this one, the Hawks need a miracle here to force overtime with 35.9 to play. They're now down a goal. Hawks will put Shelton, Felker, Haynes, Grant and Bryce out, along with Colton Stinson. Duck up at the hash marks of the circles, ready to come off the ice should the Ice Hawks win the draw and put it into the zone. Shelton at the dot. They win it, throw it in, and Duck heads for the bench. Chesterfield first to the puck. They wrap it around near side. Holland, the extra attacker, on for the Ice Hawks. Stinson had it, but it's out of the zone. Felker comes in to help out. Chesterfield gets it, throws it in, and that'll be an icing call with 18 seconds left. So we'll get another restart. This one will be in the near circle in the offensive zone. Need a face-off win and a quick shot on. Got to beat Connolly. He's beatable. They've done it. They've had their chances. Haven't been able to convert. Shelton to the dot once more. Puck drop one as bodies hit the deck. They clear this one out in, and that'll be off the post, but no icing. Simpson races back, 10 seconds left. Gotta hurry. Got him ahead. Trying to hit Holland. That one off a skate. 4 seconds ago, they gotta just throw it at the net. Stinson brings it in, takes the shot. That one blocked in. Chesterfield, with 35 to play, wins the Blue Note Cup. And heartbreak for the Ice Hawks. Last chance at a Blue Note Cup for a lot of these players comes up just short. Chesterfield able to put the game winner in with 35 ticks to play in the third. And they break the Ice Hawks' hearts one more time. Nothing to hang their heads about. The Hawks have had a fantastic season. It's been up and down. They've had their highs and lows for sure. Heartbreaker in Columbus. They made the championship game in that tournament. Fall in overtime and a shootout there. They lose 3 times this season to the Kirkwood Stars out of 4 games and come in and battle to beat them in round 1. Take a scrappy St. Peter's squad to overtime and a shootout in the semifinal to get here. Chesterfield, nothing to sneeze at. This team won Silver Sticks earlier this season. They will play for a national bid in the 14U division here against the Eagles, the Sting, and the 2011 and 2012 AA Knights teams coming up here this week. They have more hockey to play, at least one more. They'll play the Eagles in the round robin on Thursday. Tough fought second place and bittersweet for these Ice Hawks. And Cole definitely have their shot again next year. You know they're going to want to come back and try once more. Ryan's first year with the club, and it was a heck of a one. And the duck, everybody. Knight's going to want to be back here next year as well. What a season for your Hawks. Nothing to hang their heads on as they drop a heartbreaker here in the final. Chesterfield takes the Blue Note Cup 2-1. We'll be back on the air this week, Monday night, 5 o'clock out in Afton. The Eagles will take on the St. Louis Sting as they take their Central States Championship and move to a national bid. First game of the round robin. They'll play Monday against the Sting. They'll come back on the ice Wednesday against the St. Louis Knights out in Chesterfield. They'll be back home in Afton on Thursday to take on these Chesterfield Falcons. And then back into Chesterfield to take on the Knights 2012 squad. Top two teams in the round robin will go to the championship next Sunday. Time and place to be determined. Based on the round robin play, the Eagles are going to try to get their spot in Dallas at the end of March. After that, we'll be back on with Top Gun Hockey. They'll be here before you know it. Spring hockey skates start on Tuesday night. Excuse me, Monday night actually. No, it is Tuesday. Tuesday night, 3-8 start. And then tryouts end of next week. We'll be in the Top Gun season. We'll have as many Top Gun games as we can for you here on the channel. And then we will see where we go next year, but been a heck of a ride with the Ice Hawks here for the last 6 years or so. Doesn't end the way they want, but boy, it has been fun to watch them compete these last few seasons. Down looks on the Hawks' faces, but what a special group of kids, man. So happy to have been able to watch them grow up and really wanted a couple of them to really get that cup. Just doesn't work out, and that's the way life goes sometimes. It doesn't make it fair, doesn't make it any easier. But fun stories to talk about for the rest of our lives. Hartfield gives Declan Cope a nice pat. And now the goaltenders, big hug there. We'll go ahead and cut away from here. We'll see you all Monday night from Afton, Eagles and Sting, and we'll start the national bid for the Eagles, and then we'll be back throughout the week with those games, and then for Top Gun here later on in the spring. Once more from Centene, a heartbreaker here in the NHL Rink. Falcons score with 35 seconds to go and take it from the Hawks, 2-1. Here in Maryland Heights. Until next time, everybody, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you all next time.